Michael Jordan says NBA rival he once hated was better than Steph Curry. NBA legend Michael Jordan has once again found himself at the center of basketball's never-ending debate over greatness, this time, not for his own achievements, but for his opinion on who ranks above Steph Curry in the hierarchy of all-time point guards. Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player to ever play the game, shocked many fans when he revealed that there was a player he hated but still believed was better than the Golden State Warriors superstar. That player was none other than Isiah Thomas, the fiery leader of the bad boy Detroit Pistons, one of Jordan's most infamous rivals. The revelation came during the 2020 Netflix documentary The Last Dance, which chronicled Jordan's final championship season with the Chicago Bulls and provided a candid look into the intense rivalries that fueled his greatness. In one of the series' most memorable moments, Jordan discussed the players he considered the best point guards in NBA history. "I respect Isiah Thomas' talent," Jordan said. "To me, the best point guard of all time is Magic Johnson, and right behind him is Isiah Thomas. No matter how much I hate him, I respect his game." The statement reignited old conversations and revealed a rare side of Jordan, one that could admit respect for a man he once publicly feuded with. The rivalry that defined an era. The rivalry between Michael Jordan and Isiah Thomas is one of the most intense in NBA history. During the late 1980s, their teams, the Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons, dominated the Eastern Conference. The Pistons, led by Thomas, Joe Dumars, and Bill Laimbeer, were notorious for their physical, bruising style of play. Known as the Bad Boys, Detroit made it their mission to stop Jordan at all costs, often using the brutal Jordan Rules defensive strategy, a set of plays designed specifically to keep him out of rhythm, knock him down, and wear him out physically. The Pistons eliminated the Bulls from the playoffs 3 consecutive years between 1988 and 1990, leaving Jordan frustrated but more determined than ever. When the Bulls finally broke through and swept the Pistons in the 1991 Eastern Conference Finals, the victory was personal. Adding fuel to the rivalry, the Pistons infamously walked off the court without shaking hands, a move Jordan never forgave. Years later, when the 1992 U.S. Olympic Dream Team was assembled, reports suggested that Jordan, among others, made it clear that Thomas should not be included. Thomas, despite being a Hall of Famer and 2-time NBA champion, was left off the roster. Even decades later, tension remains. In interviews, Thomas has repeatedly demanded an apology from Jordan for comments made in The Last Dance. Jordan, true to form, has never backed down or apologized, saying, "You can show me anything you want, but you can't convince me he wasn't an **** hole." Curry's modern greatness versus old school legends. Fast forward to the modern era, and Steph Curry has redefined what it means to be a point guard. With his incredible shooting range, quick release, and ability to stretch defenses, Curry has transformed the NBA into a three-point heavy league. Since joining the Warriors, Curry has won 4 NBA championships, 2 regular season MVP awards, and 1 Finals MVP, while becoming the league's all-time leader in three-pointers made. Many analysts, players, and fans argue that Curry deserves the title of the greatest point guard of all time, or at least a spot alongside Magic Johnson and Isiah Thomas. However, Michael Jordan isn't ready to hand over that crown. In 2023, ESPN host Stephen F. Smith revealed that Jordan personally texted him after a broadcast in which Smith declared Curry the greatest point guard ever. Jordan's message, polite but firm, reaffirmed his opinion, "Good morning, sir. Although greatest of anything is always a debate, I beg to differ on greatest point guard of all time. Magic Johnson is easily the best point guard of all time. Steph Curry is very close, but not in front of Magic. You must define point guard to really have a serious debate." Jordan's response reflects his traditional view of basketball positions. For him, the role of a point guard is about more than scoring, it's about leadership, vision, and orchestrating the flow of the game. And in that sense, both Magic Johnson and Isiah Thomas perfectly fit the mold. Why Magic Johnson and Isiah Thomas still rank higher. For Jordan to Jordan, Magic Johnson represents the pinnacle of point guard greatness. A 5-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, and the centerpiece of the Los Angeles Lakers Showtime era, Magic revolutionized basketball in the 1980s with his combination of size, flair, and unselfish play. Standing 6'9", Magic could play any position on the floor. His leadership and ability to elevate teammates defined an entire generation of basketball. He wasn't just the Lakers' floor general, he was the soul of their dynasty. Jordan has long admired Magic for his intelligence, leadership, and poise, qualities that align with his own understanding of what makes a player truly great. As for Isaiah Thomas, Jordan's acknowledgement of his skill is equally telling. Thomas led the Detroit Pistons to back-to-back NBA championships in 1989 and 1990, earned 12 All-Star selections, and remains one of the toughest and most competitive players in history. Despite being just 6 feet tall, Thomas had a unique combination of scoring ability, passing, and mental toughness that helped him dominate an era filled with legends. For Jordan to place Thomas above Curry, a player he clearly respects, is a testament to how much he values leadership, toughness, and control of the game over pure shooting brilliance. The ongoing debate, old school versus new school. Jordan's comments have once again highlighted a generational divide in how greatness is measured. For fans who grew up in the 1980s and 1990s, dominance, physicality, and leadership defined the best players. For newer fans, the game has evolved, versatility, skill, and innovation take center stage. Curry's influence is undeniable. He single-handedly changed how basketball is played at every level, inspiring a generation of players to shoot from long range and space the floor. His impact on the sport rivals even that of Jordan's, albeit in a very different way. Still, in Jordan's eyes, greatness isn't just about revolutionizing the game. It's about control, consistency, and championships earned through grit and leadership. By naming Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas ahead of Curry, Jordan isn't diminishing Curry's accomplishments, he's drawing a clear line between eras and values. Magic and Isaiah were floor generals in every sense of the word, while Curry is the face of a modern revolution built on shooting and spacing. Conclusion. Michael Jordan's opinion carries immense weight in any basketball discussion. When he says Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas are better point guards than Steph Curry, it's not a casual statement, it's a reflection of his deep respect for those who shaped the game alongside him. His admission that he hated Isaiah Thomas but still ranked him above Curry reveals both his competitive fire and his capacity for respect. It shows that even fierce rivalries can't erase true recognition of greatness. Curry may continue to climb the ranks of NBA history, and his case for the title of greatest point guard will only grow stronger with time. But for Michael Jordan, the ultimate competitor, Magic Johnson remains the gold standard, and Isaiah Thomas still holds a place just behind him, no matter how personal their rivalry once was. In the ongoing battle between eras, Jordan's voice reminds fans that greatness, while subjective, is always rooted in respect for those who came before, even if that respect comes with a hint of old-school rivalry.